Leadership is to be in the service of others. This is my 2 cents. Next time you are sitting, relaxing in an airliner on an early flight from Joburg to Cape Town, think of the leaders sitting in the sharp end of the aircraft, busy preparing, busy sacrificing, being in the service of you, the passenger, and its entire crew. So safety is the number one concern for the pilot in command or captain of any airliner. He or she goes through vigorous training and also sacrificing to be able to land and fly that plane safely. They also have to be able to interact with other people, other crew members, bring them together, and that is where EQ comes in to play as well. They also have to self-evaluate the whole time. Let me explain. So last night you had a fight with your wife and you're the pilot of this aircraft, so you're not in the right frame of mind to actually be taking the lives of 100+ people in your hands. So what do? You step back and you excuse yourself and say, there are other pilots that might be in a better frame of mind, without the ego getting in the way. To be in the service of others also means acting ethically. In other words, not for your own gain, but for the gain of others. The second point I want to make about leadership is, for me, leadership and entrepreneurship almost goes hand in hand. And the term can almost be used interchangeably. Let me explain. So as an entrepreneur or an entrepreneurial thinker, you need to be innovative. You need to be at the forefront. You can't just sit and wait for other people to do things. So the same with leadership. You have to have some form of unique skill or ability that no one else has in that group. An example, even if you are the cleaner, you can come up with a better, more efficient way of cleaning the office, and that makes you a leader, that makes you innovative, that makes you an entrepreneur, or have an entrepreneurial mindset. In the case of our captain, he or she's got the skill to land this heavy hunk of metal safely on the ground in Cape Town so that we can all go about our business. Having that unique skill set is not just about the technical abilities. There are other skill sets as well. Bringing groups together, being able to motivate, being able to offer new insight, new realities, change to an organization. That is all leadership, and that is the same as entrepreneurship, that innovative mindset. The third and very important thing is that you need to understand is that leadership is never owned. It's only leased. In other words, once a leader, always a leader. That is absolute bull. And leadership depends on the context. As an example, our esteemed captain flying that airliner is only the leader of that ship during that flight. When he or she gets off, maybe he goes home, maybe someone else takes the leadership over in that context. So that's very important to understand. It's also easily explained in athletics. The person leading the pack, Bruce Fordyce, a good example of a leader in his field of running the comrades. But cycling, flying aerobatics, doing gymnastics, no. So leadership has some form of context. As a leader in one field, you need to be able to let others lead in another field. Also, don't think that you don't need to listen or you can't learn from anyone else. Many accidents in the airline industry have been caused by the pilot, co-pilot, cockpit gradient. So you have a very senior pilot or captain and a co-pilot that's very junior and only starting up. And the junior co-pilot sees that something is wrong but is too afraid to challenge the captain. Okay, the captain is the captain and the boss and the leader of the ship. That's not the case. So make sure that as a leader that you also listen to the people around you. You can learn from anyone. And the most important thing about leadership is that it's an action. It's not a position. Comments down below, like, share it, go to my website, send me some hate mail. Let's keep this conversation going.